All right, guys, welcome back to another episode in the series of me trying to collect every variation of every Resident Evil game ever made so far. I forget what the count's up to. I'll have a ticker up here to tell you what the actual count is because I believe the last tracker was wrong. So we will update it on this one with the games we actually had to add to collection in this one. So big shout out. We had some trades come through this time. We did some pickups. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Again, if you want to be a part of this journey, I welcome you guys too. I'll leave my price charting link down in the description below. If you want to do a trade and you have a Resident Evil game I need to add to my collection, it would be awesome to unbox your package and we do a trade here on the channel. If not, it's all good. Just come along for the ride and we'll eventually get there. It might take a while, but we're going to get there. But we do have some trades to go over in this one and some pickups. So like I said, let's get into them. We were going to use Cloud as our mic today, but I need both hands, so let me do some rearranging. All right, so hopefully this mic does okay. When I put it on my hat, it gets all wonky and all screwed up, so hopefully it sounds okay. Plus, speaking of amiibos, what happened with the Leon and Grace amiibos, guys? What a big drop in the ball again with that. I hope there's going to be another wave of releases for it. I tried to pre-order that thing months ago, couldn't do it. Went to my store to try to pre-order it, couldn't do it. And of course, day of release, sold out instantly, couldn't get one. Shipments are delayed and late. It's just a madhouse trying to get those things, and then they're already triple the price online. So hopefully we'll get more of those because I need to get those amiibos for the collection. But first part of this deal was a buy two get one free at GameStop, and we got Resident Evil The Origins Collection on Xbox One and Resident Evil 3. The other game I got to go along with this was not a Resident Evil game. Unfortunately, I didn't have any more in there I needed, but hey, two more from GameStop to go on the shelf. Now the next clips will be of some trades and we'll kind of do this in order. The first one, I had a set of golf clubs I was trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace, but I also put in my listings, hey, I'll trade for video games. Like I don't just need money for these golf clubs. And someone reached out and showed some games they had, and they said they had Resident Evil stuff. And I'll show you guys the clip right now. It's a short one, kind of explaining what happened. So let's roll the clip. All right, guys, we just got our first trade from Facebook Marketplace deal. Coming to get some golf clubs for me I had up, and we got some games here for the Resident Evil collection. I know the lighting's bad, but there's some Resident Evil 5 that we needed going into the collection, along with Snake's Revenge we're going to put on the shelf, and then Wii Sports Resort. So awesome first deal for a trade done for some golf clubs with some cash on top. So as you see, we sold the golf clubs to him, and we also picked up some games as well. Two of the games being Resident Evil 5, the greatest hits version, which can actually be a little tricky to pick up because it is a greatest hits disc that goes with it. And then Resident Evil 5, just the base version. Those are the only two Resident Evil games he had. So the next one I did, I put a listing on Facebook saying, hey, we're in our trade on the marketplace, saying, hey, I'm looking for Resident Evil games. I put my trade list of price charting in there as well to trade, or saying, hey, I'll just buy them from you. Guy reached out and said he had these two games and he sold both of these to me for just 15 bucks. A really great deal. He hooked me up. So we got Operation Raccoon City, just the base copy, and then Resident Evil 4, the original Black Label one on PS2. PlayStation 2, I'm really lacking on a lot of the entries for it. So we need to make some headway in there, and this was a good start. So I didn't record any of that one or in my car or anything like I should have, but hey, two more for the list. All right, guys, so we got a trade package in here from Emperor Fox on YouTube. Be sure to go check out Fox on YouTube. Awesome channel. He always has really good pickups, especially his last pickup video he just posted. He got something really cool to hold his Game Boy games in that I'm kind of jealous of, but you should go check out that video and look at it. Actually, hopefully that is the last video by the time I'm posting this, but it's the last one I watched. But me and Fox did a trade. He saw my price charting link and saw the Resident Evil stuff that he showed me a picture of his stuff. And I was like, yes, there's stuff in there that I need. And luckily I had some stuff in my collection that he wanted to trade for. And so we did a trade with a little bit of money on top on my side. But we have the package here. And man, Fox, I feel bad for the shipping you had to pay on this, man. Goodness gracious. Maybe that has insurance on it. Maybe that's why it's so high. But I'm going to open this up. We're going to dig into it. And guys, be sure, check the description. I'm looking for everything Resident Evil, and if you're watching this video now, you're kind of up to date on everything I have, and I'm willing to do trades and stuff like that for it. I'd like doing trades just because I have so much here in my house that I can trade with, but even if it's something where we can't work out a trade, I'm willing to pay for stuff too. So yeah, be sure to check down the price charting down below. The Pokemon stuff is not available. Just make sure you filter to where you just see the games. It's just how I keep track of the stuff in my master binder. So if you like to see what's in my Pokedex binder, go ahead and look at that, and you can see what my master set's looking at right now. So we're opening this up, and sorry, this mic is going to get in the way. Little note here. The note says, good luck with getting the complete Resident Evil collection, Steve. Hope these titles help, and these are going to make a great help to the collection, Fox. So, but boom, right off the bat, he threw in a Chaos Rising booster pack, and actually I got pretty lucky. I went to a bookstore here in town who were selling these for MSRP, like $3.99 a pack, which was awesome, and I got a hit in both packs that I bought from the store. But it's funny how I mentioned that there's a card pack in here because it is a busy Saturday. This package came today. I just got back from picking up a game collection, which you guys will probably see that collection thing before this video. And then this package came in with some more cards. The Gundam Freedom Ascension booster box. I was able to get one pre-order for like 150 bucks online. It finally came in. I cannot wait to rip into this today. I'm a big G Gundam fan, and this thing is loaded with G Gundam. Well, not loaded, but it's got some G Gundam in it finally. I think that's the first time it's getting in a set of the Gundam card game, so cannot wait to open that. But let's get into this. You know what? Let's open up the pack here. Normally I would let my kids do this, but they're all getting some ice cream right now, and we'll see if I got any luck here. Normally I have no luck, so I'll let my kids open the packs because they get way better luck than me. So let you guys see the stuff first. Sorry for the bad lighting. Let's just skip to the hits without trying to spoil. Sorry, I'm not a TCG channel. I don't know the cool ways to do this. Golbat, I think we're into the reverse hollows right now. And that was our hit. So there you go. A energy. So Chaos Cries? I don't know. But still, thanks, Fox, for the little bonus there. All right, let's start getting into some of these packages. They're kind of all individually wrapped here. Of course, I know what's in it, but I don't know the order. First one here, which you guys will probably be like, why don't you have this stuff, Steve? But hey, I just don't. And it's sticking to the sticky stuff. Resident Evil Director's Cut to PlayStation 1. And when Fox did this, I was like, are you sure you want to get rid of these, man? And like, he was like, yeah, he was sure he wanted to get rid of them. So, or trade them to me at least. So very appreciative. Let's get the second one open here. Boom, 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 boom. This is a cool one. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on the Dreamcast. They didn't make too many Resident Evils for the Dreamcast. I think, what, you got Code Veronica 3, and is Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast? I have to check my list to make sure because I'm not completely sure. We know what this one is. Speaking of Resident Evil 2, just because it's a thick boy here, I know this is going to be Resident Evil 2. And this is the version that I actually played growing up. In high school. Resident Evil 2 with the movie promotion thing on here. I feel a loose disc in here. I just want to make sure I secure it. Or that might have just been the man. Yep, there's one of this. Let's get you back down in there. But yeah, this is the copy I played when I had my copy of Resident Evil, when I found it at the pawn shop. Got my PlayStation and played through that bad boy, where I had to leave the PlayStation on because I did not have a memory card. So that thing would stay on until the game was completed. All right, next one up here, which I think he showed me. I forget how many games he showed me, but I needed probably all of them except 2. Resident Evil 0, we already have the Black Label copy on the GameCube, but we needed the Player's Choice copy. So boom, we got that, checking it off the list. And then we're going to have to get them all again when we get like the Pure Evil pack and stuff like that for the collection. So slowly but surely, even though they're like the same games. But that's when you're going for something like this, that's the kind of craziness you go for. The next one here, since I'm seeing all the covers first, let you guys see it. Boom! Standard copy of Black Label of Resident Evil 4. I had the GameStop Steelbook kind of collector's edition, and this is just a nice standard edition. And all these are in really good shape. So awesome, awesome. And I believe that is it. Those are the games. So let's get the box of peanuts out the way. But yeah, quick recap. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 0, The GOAT, Resident Evil 2, then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, so awesome, and then Director's Cut on the PlayStation. So Fox, again, thanks, man, and thanks for the bonus Chaos Rising pack. Sorry I couldn't get an awesome hit to really wow the crowd here, but really appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy the games that you picked out from our trade. And yeah, let's keep collecting these Resident Evil games. On to the next one. So you guys saw it. Boom, a bunch of big bangers to add to the Resident Evil shelf. Fox, you hooked it up big time, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking out for me. And yeah, that made a nice sizable dent into the collection. So let's get into the last trade. All right, guys, sorry for the echo in the car, but I'm on the way to another trade for the Resident Evil collection, and we're about to knock out one of the surprising heavy hitters. I didn't know this one had gone up in value so much, but a lot of the Resident Evil stuff is due to Requiem being so good. Just prices are just shooting up on these things. But we are about to go trade away this game, the Pokemon Sword with expansion. I got this with trade credit at GameStop for, man, about a month or so ago. I've been holding on to this thing just for a moment like this, waiting for the right time to possibly pull off a trade for a game. I'll show you what we pick up. It's from our good buddy Jeff. He runs a convention here in town, and he came across this game, showed it to me. I was like, I gotta have it. So proposed a trade to him. So I'm on the way to go get it right now. All right, guys, so the trade is complete. Just went down, and we picked up a big one. Again, surprisingly big one now. I didn't remember it being this high, but Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. We're knocking another heavy hitter off of the list for the collection, and it is complete. Even the manual has the registration card on it, so this is awesome. I didn't think I'd be able to get this one in the collection so soon or so quickly, but like I said, just having that Pokemon game ready for a trade at any moment. Again, that thing was picked up with trade credit, and GameStop sells them for like 80 bucks if you're a pro member, and it's about a $150 game, so pretty much price charts perfectly to do a trade for this, and I'm stoked to add this to the collection. Can't wait to put it on the shelf. This was awesome. Thanks again, Jeff. Shout out to him, man, for holding the conventions here and stuff, and just providing a way for me to get rid of a lot of my extras and doubles here at the convention. And I get a lot of cool connections and stuff into my collection from that convention. So Jeff, thanks again, buddy, and thanks for the awesome trade. So here it is, guys. 12 more games going on to the shelf. We're going to fill in the gaps here to start. We're going to have to start making room here for another shelf. Start making way. I wish I could like divide that top one in two. It'd probably be better. Or maybe we got to stack them a different way. But anyways, we're going to start putting these on the shelf. 12 more. Again, we'll get an updated tracker and counter in the top here to give you guys the official count. I'm sure we're in the 50s somewhere. Maybe even cracked into 60, just below it. I'm going to take a guess and say 58. I could be wrong. But yeah, there we go. 12 more games. I'm stoked. I didn't think we'd get that many this fast. So to make another episode, it'll probably be a while before the next one comes out and we get an update. But if we get something big or something special, I'll for sure let you guys know. And again, if you want to do a trade, my price charting link will be down in the comments below. Everything is available for trade except the Pokemon stuff that's in there. So make sure you just sort to a game folder and not the Pokemon stuff, because that's my master binder, and that's just a good way for me to keep track of it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I look forward to doing more trades with you, and let's tackle this collection together. See you in the next one.